Good morning. My name is Bob Gordon, and I am a very happy member of this congregation. Please take your seats. Turn off your cell phones all the way off, and take this opportunity to greet each other. All right, I think that's enough of a greeting. A very joyous, happy, energetic greeting, everybody.
Send me a personal email. That's the only way I know it is.
All right.
Send me an email.
Welcome to the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. We honor you wherever you are on your spiritual path and know that there is something wonderful for each and every one of you here this morning. There's an article in the Science of Mind magazine by Barry Ebert, who is a staff minister at the Mile High Church in Colorado. And the title of it is Spiritual Good Sense on Joining a Team. And this congregation does quite well with teams, but let me read. A team helps us through those tough times, and we always feel better when we're helping someone else. Our spiritual communities provide a great place to show up, pitch in, and give of ourselves. Teenagers can get a bad rap for being lazy at home, as many of us know, but put them on a team doing service work, and they rock. They can work together with kids from different cultures and get things done that make them all proud. There are plenty of virtual teams out there right now, but the gift of showing up in the same place to work together has a timeless feel to it. Thank you. The words to our morning chant will be on the screen, followed by the words of the spiritual mind treatment offered by our wonderful Reverend Karyl Huntley to take us all deeply into our own centers.
Let's all stand up. How about let's all stand up? Get the energy going. There's only one life. Perfect, and life is my life now. There's only one life. Life is God's life. Life is perfect. Life is my life now. There's only one life. Life is God's life. Life is perfect.
contract. Happy Valentine's Day. So taking that wonderful feeling of the one life and taking it inside, I know for me that means that there is one all-encompassing love. There is one continuous energy of givingness, of generosity, of a resounding yes from the universe to each of its creations. That one life contains all knowledge, all wisdom, and is continually giving the answers to any question. That one life gave me as itself into the world. There is no separation between my life and God's life. And as that is true for me, it is true for everyone here. After this prayer, when each one opens their eyes and looks into the eyes of another, they will be looking into the face of God. And as I open my eyes, I will be looking into many faces of God. All the same life. All divine. All perfect, whole, and complete. Radiant, loving themselves. Abundant, peaceful, beautiful, connecting, creative, filled with life, overflowing with love. This is the truth of our being. And from this moment forward, it's easier to know it. I claim that to be so. And so I am so grateful, so grateful. And as I release this word into the law, I know it is done for me and for each other person who opens their eyes and beholds the face of God. And so it is. Amen. Well, I invite you to look around at the faces of God. And then to look at this face of God that we call Bodhi in this lifetime. He wasn't always Bodhi. Even before he was Bodhi, he was the face of God.
Hey, Malini had more names than me.
Yeah, Malini had more names than most of us. So please welcome Bodhi Sechko.
So a little preface on this piece. I recorded an album in the Ukraine a few years ago, and basically I had 3 flutes with me, and I found a producer in Kyiv in the city, and was trucking around, getting lost in Russian buses and Russian subways, and I improvised an hour of flute music, and then recorded it, and then finished the album. Here it took me 2 years to finish it. So. Then I realized I really didn't know what I played because I just improvised it. So I've been learning the parts lately, one by one, and transcribing them. And they get pretty complicated, you know. When you that's only about 2 minutes of an hour's worth of music. So I think I have my work cut out more for me, transcribing all these flute parts. And I have a vision of actually orchestrating, having an orchestra do it. So this is one piece from Trans-Ukraine, and I kind of make it up as I go, but I am going to try to stick a little bit to what I actually played just for fun.
Well, good morning. I'm Reverend Sarah Hargrave, staff minister at this fabulous spiritual community. We always like to start off with gratitude. And today we had a wonderful memorial service for Malini Schoiten yesterday. And I just want to say we are grateful for Malini's life, for the time we had to share with her, and for yesterday to hear about all the other richness in her life that I had no idea about. And I'm also grateful for Reverend Karyl, who did an amazing job, and Bodie, and all who were involved in making that memorial happen, and all who attended. So anyone who attended or was part of it, raise your hand, and we're grateful, because things like that can't happen unless we show up for them to happen. So, and that includes services like today. The children. Time to bless the children. They're going to talk about love, giving and receiving, and also loving ourselves. Something we could all sign up for, huh? So wave goodbye lovingly to the children as they go off to teach their teachers. Winter classes have already started, but you're in luck. You can still get into some of those classes. So there's change and foundations and spiritual practices. Spiritual practices, if you want to be in that class, you need to see Posey today, because it's closing up. And she'll be at the table, I think, to talk with you about that. Marilyn Letzos is going to talk about some things here, change and quick start.
Thank you. Well, I have the great privilege of teaching a 6-week course that's called Change. And change, if it weren't for change, life would be dead, wouldn't it? And so change can be exhilarating, or it can be intimidating. What if we could meet all change as an opportunity to experience the blessings that are always available, even the ones that we didn't consciously choose? What if we could choose the changes that we want and manifest them? The key to everything that we need actually is always right here in our hearts, when we connect with that changeless source of all that is. In this 6-week journey, we will be going deeply into exploring and discovering the essence of our true nature, which is one with infinite life and infinite possibility. We will also uncover hidden patterns and limiting beliefs that sometimes delay the benefits that we are looking for. And I would love for you to join me and us in this time of using what we already know, really using it, really putting it into practice, not just reading about it, but doing it every single day. If this calls to you, come and see me and sign up over here on the education table. Thank you. The other thing is that if you haven't experienced a class here, or if you would like a little tune-up, using your principles of science of mind, meeting life with your best every single day. Quick Start is today. It's a 3-hour session this afternoon. It's for free. And if you are interested in that, it's an introduction to the principles of science of mind, or you could say a review. So if you are interested in that, you must sign up. Don't just show up, because I need to know that you're coming. Also, the sign-up sheet's over here on the table. Thank you so much.
As we move through life, we accumulate a lot of stuff. And we have the opportunity to decide what we want to do with our stuff when we make our transition to the next plane. So Barbara Cox is going to talk about something interesting and wonderful that's planned.
Thank you. Good morning. The Legacy team is really thrilled to announce our next offering. It takes place tomorrow night. It's called Estate Planning, the Nuts and Bolts. And the Legacy team, Reverend Karyl and I, will be there There is no charge for this, and we are thrilled that we have an estate planning attorney who is donating an evening to us to educate us and to open it up for anyone to ask questions. And what we want you to know is it would be lovely if you would consider an estate gift to Golden Gate. But if you are, or if that's not on your path, you are warmly invited to attend, because this is an opportunity to educate yourself and to ask questions. There's no charge for this. There will be a free package of estate planning information for you. And today is the day of the loving ceremony between couples. And if you think about it, estate planning is for those we love and those we leave behind. So it's a gift to those we love and who love us. So, and by the way, this is 7 to 9:30 tomorrow night, but do not go to the Learning Center. We will not be there. The flyer that you got coming in today explains where it is. We will be at the Corte Madera Town Center. It is the shopping center right down the street, a block or two down here, by P.F. Chang's. And if you're coming, we need to know about it. So I will be at the table over here, and please come sign up. Hope to see you. Thank you.
Well, most of you know I run a once-a-month breakfast, or actually it's coffee and conversation here at El Fornillo. It's for bringing spirit into more of your everyday life and into your work. It meets from 8 to 9:30. You just come to El Fornillo, go to the carry-out counter, get what you want or don't want, if you don't want anything, and just come to the table for wonderful conversation. It's always a small group conversation and wonderful connections, and we'd love to have you. And this month's topic is evolutionary love. And if you're wondering, what does that mean? Come Thursday morning and find out. We have the annual meeting on March 10th, so we encourage you to put that on your calendar. You're going to honor our leaders, hear the news, vote in new members of the Core Council. We're also going to have a borscht lunch, and we're looking for cooks for borscht. So we have Pat Sandry, who, Pat, stand up, is going to be over. She's going to be over at the sign-up table for signing you up. You may not know that you want to cook yet, but you may learn soon, for cooking and bringing borscht for that event. I think that's it for me. And now, wonderful Reverend Karyl. Do you need this? No. Okay.
Just a couple of announcements. Reverend Hannah Rothland is here today, and Hannah is the spiritual director of New Thought Nature. And so we are starting our Spirit in Nature group today, and we are meeting about 12:15 right across the driveway in this little cafe. If you would like to be a part of leading this group, and by that I mean if you can do one thing, if you can lead a hike, if you can do one yoga session in the meadow, if you can walk the dog with other people walking the dog in nature, come on over and we'll make a little calendar and start planning. And so I'm so happy. And the other announcement that I have is that next week I will be at our convention, and our guest speaker is Reverend Josephine Smith. Josephine is a chiropractor in addition to a minister. She is very into wholeness and health and loves our theme this year, which is the New World and the Ancient Path, because she is going to talk to you about, I think there are like 7 principles of health in ancient Greece. And so, yay. So she's going to be here doing that for you next week. So if you're here for the first time, I want to warmly welcome you and tell you that this is a very unusual service today, because about half of the talk is going to be a big ritual about love. So please don't go screaming out the door because it'll be real. You've got lots of choices. And you don't have to participate if you don't want to. So it's going to be a wonderful surprise for you all. So our theme this year is the New World and the Ancient Path. We're going to have 12 concepts for the 12 months that correspond to the ancient calendar. And the holidays of the ancient calendar we're going to celebrate right along the way. So the theme for January was conceiving, much like we did at the winter solstice. We conceived the idea of what we wanted our light to be in this new year. Then now we're in February, which is the time of dedication. And last week we talked about dedicating, our ancestors dedicating the seeds that they would plant in the growing season, just like we dedicated to our own life path. And so that was last week, and this week is love, and you're going to hear all about that and feel it. Hopefully, our prayer was that every single person is filled to the brim with love, so that when you leave, everything that seemed like a problem or a distasteful detail of your life is so minimized because you are over the top, filled with love. So, are you ready for that? Buy in? Okay, great. So, my talk today is dedicated to the one I love. Remember that song? I said dedicated. However, the one, dedicated to the one I love, the one that I'm talking about, is not your flesh and blood beloved or your sweetheart. It is the sacred beloved, the source, dedicated to the infinite one, dedicated to God, dedicated to spirit. And this talk is for those who find it more difficult to be in love with the unformed substance than it is to be in love with someone in warm flesh or with fur and adoring eyes. And I do these talks for myself. As spiritual seekers, we're taught to put God first, and that love of self and love of another and love of your work in the world comes after your love for God. But as prayerful as any of us can be in this life, the interaction is mostly with those faces of God that I prayed about in the opening prayer, right? I mean, I can't be the only one that finds it easier to love somebody that I can grab than it is loving this infinite, unformed substance. Right? I find this more difficult. That's why in my world, in my spiritual world, I really subscribe to earth-based spirituality because I love Mother Earth and I love all of Mother Earth's children. I love the four-leggeds and I love the many-leggeds and I love the wingeds and I love the leafy ones and I love the crystalline ones. It's so easy for me to love those. And even, those Sufi poets that are just drunk with love for God, like Hafiz. The subject tonight is love. Even those Sufi poets write poems with analogies and metaphors about things that we can see and feel, like this one. We keep each other happy. Like two lovers who have become lost in a winter blizzard and find a cozy, empty hut in the forest. I now huddle everywhere with the friend. God and I have built an immense fire together. We keep each other happy and warm. Now, Hafiz is in love with God, but he talks about lovers and huts and forests and fires. And I can get behind that. So There's actually hope for us, thank goodness. Those of us who need analogies and metaphors, because we have them all over the place. I have my own personal symbol of this is doorways to the infinite. There's the realm of Earth and Mother Earth and forms and the people that we love and the animals that we love and the trees that we love. And then there is the realm of unformed substance. There is this twinkly pattern that is on which everything hangs and out of which everything becomes, and it's that field of pure potentiality. It can make itself into anything. Some people have pictured it kind of like a gray soup. You know, how romantic is that? But the doorways are the connection between our world of form and the world of spirit. And the doorways are the earthly life and what we love about it. The doorways that let our awareness go and play with the infinite are earthly loves, our partners, our pets, our children, nature, music, art, exercise, whatever you love and whoever you love are the doorways. Okay? Whatever you love, whoever you love, they are the doorways. Whatever and whoever you are dedicated to with your attention, your time, your energy, that is a doorway. Now, the bargain with this is that you really need to love it. The things that annoy you aren't such good doorways to the infinite. Sometimes, you know, like in 12-step programs when they say, thank God I hit bottom, you know, that's when I turned around. So there are doorways that are extremely painful to go through, and yep, there's God on the other side. And God with you on this side always, too. I don't want to make any statements about separation. But for most of us, the pleasant doors are the doorways of love. What we already love in this realm can be the doorway to loving the infinite. Karyl Gibran said, I love you when you bow in your mosque, kneel in your temple, pray in your church, for you and I are of one religion, and it is the Spirit. And so that's the message, that all of these doorways lead us to the one. And Spirit, which is on the other side of the door and this side of the door and everywhere present in and through all creation, has created these things for us, I believe, so that we have doorways into the infinite. So to open, to fall in love with that invisible, unformed substance, the divine life, what you do is you really focus on what you love, who you love here, and then contemplate, this is the life of God that I am dedicated to. So let's try that for a moment. I want each of you to think of someone or something that brings you joy, that you would say, I love him, I love her, I love this part of my life, I love this relationship, I love what I do on a Saturday afternoon when I walk in the woods. And then feel the dedication that you have to that person or activity. And imagine that that truly is a doorway into the infinite. And then look up here and say, this is the life of God that I am dedicated to. This is the life of God that I am dedicated to. You can do that in the privacy of your own heart. You can go through the day, and if you love your morning coffee, you can say, this is the life of God that I am dedicated to. Really, I love my morning coffee. I mean, and if you have family at home and you look across the breakfast table at someone you absolutely love, just say in your heart of hearts, this is the life of God that I'm dedicated to. And as you go through your day, I hope and pray that you have many times a day that you can say this. This is the life of God that I am dedicated to. So, we're going to move now into the ritual of love with this in mind, that everything we do is a doorway to the infinite, and that as we look into each other's eyes, this is the life of God that I am dedicated to. So let me describe this first of all. You need to first choose if you are going to be in one of the 4 participating groups. You do not have to be in a group, but listen very closely, because you might fit into 2 groups, and if you can figure out a way to be in more than one group, you certainly can. Okay? This is kind of a spontaneous ritual that I'm going to give a little bit of direction to, but it's for you. It's for you to be filled up to overflowing with love, so that anything that dismays you is so small by the end of this service that it is inconsequential. So here are the groups, okay? If you are here with your partner and you would like to recommit to that beloved in your life in the presence of your spiritual community, you are in the couples group. If you either are in a relationship and don't have your partner here, or if you are just kind of happy anyway with the people in your life, you don't want particularly anything about relationships because you have it, you are the guardians. Okay? Then we have the people who want true love. They are single and are looking. You are the seekers. Then we have people who are, I am still in pain from a last relationship. There's nothing about me that can look to the new right now. You are the ones to be healed. Those are the 4 groups. So we've got the couples, the guardians, the seekers, and the ones to be healed. Now, if you don't fit in any of those, watch what happens. And everybody, unless you're not participating at all and you are observing, you still might want to move. I want you not to be, in this moment, unattached to the chair that you're sitting in. Just because you're going to be moving, and it's okay to actually move the chairs around the edges. So now I'm going to say what each group does. And then you're going to go and we're going to rearrange ourselves. Bodhi's going to play a little music, and then we'll drop into the ritual. The couples come up here, and each one of you get a rose. Not 1 rose for a couple, 1 rose for each person. So you get a red rose, and you stand around up here. The guardians, remember who the guardians are? Those of you that are pretty fine with your relationship lodge in your life. You surround the room. You're going to hold the space. The people who are seekers, who want their relationship, you kind of get ready to move, but you can stay where you are. The ones to be healed are going to come and be like right here in the center of the room. So you guys have to kind of clear out. So these are the people that are going to be healed. Okay, any questions? Okay, so now let go of any anxiety and let this place become a place of love. Let this entire room be filled with the self-givingness of God, and realize that you right now, no matter if you're happy or wanting to be happy in relationship, it is available to you. And so now, self-select into your groups, and I will meet you on the other side of group formation. Yes, and the comfy ones, make sure you can spread around the room.
Comfy dogs. That's good.
If we run out of roses, let's see. Take a lily or a snapdragon. No. So would the couples stand so that you can see me? Right in it. Come all around in here. Yeah. Okay. Fabulous. And guardians, you're making the container. Right around in here. Yep. Okay. Look at you, precious beings. What we are participating in today is both from the ancient world and from the new world. It has always been the commitment of lovers, one unto another. We honor you for the love that you bring into the world, for the love that is present for all of us because you love. Today you are going to renew the promises in the presence of all of these people who also love you. The person with whom you are standing is the doorway through which you experience the infinite presence. You have had unspeakable joy with this person. And some frustration, I bet you. For wherever we are bound by our own emotional limitations, wherever we have judgments or cannot come into the presence of our own generosity or compassion, because of our woundedness, there certainly we will be met in our mate. We will be met in the character of our beloved, with an invitation to transcend our own limitations, our judgments, our stinginess, our lack of trust, our fear of intimacy, our pride, our self-focus, our self-righteousness, and strive for their beautiful opposites, to reach, in short, for our capacity to love. For it is love, of course, true love, unconditional love, the love of the tree for the earth, the love of the bird for the air, the love of God for creation, which shatters all limitations, which dissolves all fears. This unconditional love is the true gift of marriage or union, its greatest, most spirit-embracing work. Are you ready to recommit yourselves to this loving union and to the doorway to the infinite that stands before you? Well, good. So, face each other, please. And the person who is mostly facing me or facing the street, determine who that is. The person who's mostly facing me or the street. Repeat first. I recommit myself to you in honesty, in love, and in trust. I honor you for all you are and all you have given me. I freely choose you out of all the world to be my physical and spiritual partner. I accept the active love of Spirit in us and in our relationship as it heals and nourishes our lives. And now, the other beloved, please repeat after me. I recommit myself to you in honesty, in love, and in trust. I honor you for all you are and all you have given me. I freely choose you out of all the world to be my physical and spiritual partner. I accept the active love of Spirit in us and in our relationship as it heals and nourishes our lives. And so now, please draw your attention to the red rose that you hold. Red roses are a symbol of love. I would like you to give your rose to your partner. And so, about the love that the rose symbolizes, please repeat after me. I give this love to you once again. In the presence of God and all these family and friends. I love you with all my heart. Now, if you would put a hand on the face of your beloved. The cheek of your beloved. And feel the pleasure of the face. And feel the pleasure of the hand. And speak to your partner. This is my beloved, in whom I am well pleased. And so, inasmuch as you both have recommitted yourselves to each other and have declared your sacred promises to each other in the presence of God and all of these loving friends, I acknowledge you as partners in life, lovers in trust, in sacred partnership, unfolding in divine ways from this day forward. And as you did the first time of this commitment, you may seal your vows with a kiss. And receive this gift from all of us. I give to you and you give to me true love, so on and on it will always be true love, for you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me forever true. And so now we're going to move around a little bit, and please keep the conversation to a minimum. The people who would like what these people have those who want this consciousness because you want your own true love, come up and join a couple. And the couples may have as many people as they think they can inspire. And as you get your couple, the couple come to the altar and get a feather for each person in your group. And you got the feathers are on the altar. Pass them back. A feather for every single person that comes to you. Everybody, not you two, but the people who come to you. More feathers. Now, do you all have your couple? And you've got feathers? Everybody's got a feather for their some feathers are needed on the outside. Can you pass these back? Thanks, sweetheart. Pass them. Everybody has, the couples have a feather for their people, right? Okay. Feathers. More feathers. The couples hold the feathers right now. You're going to be giving them to the people that come to you, okay? Everybody have enough feathers. Okay, fall silent, please. So now, back in the awareness of the love that you just witnessed. Notice the softness of the feather. Notice the purity of the feather. The lightness. How it feels on your skin. And imagine in some way that this feather is a symbol of a loving relationship. And so the couples now that hold the feather, in an intuitive way, bless your single friends and offer them a feather with the meaning that comes to you. Do this now. Has everyone on the outside been spoken to? Okay. And knowing that all it takes is opening to the love that you are now enveloped by. And all of us knowing together that because of this opening, relationships are forming in that unformed substance that will arrive in your lives very, very soon. And all we need is to open up. And this is your song. And now, we all turn our attention to the people who are seeking a healing for past relationship hurts. If more of you need to sit there, we're going to have another moment of reorganization. But what I would like is for 4 people near the altar to take a pot of honey, and 4 other people to take some napkins, and a napkin person and a honey person go right around the people in the center.
I think there's a song in there, Karyl.
And I want you to really surround those people in the center that are wanting a healing. So we need to move and get behind them and let the honey and the napkins be near them, because of course we're going to do something with that. And make sure that you're surrounding completely those who are wanting healing. We have a lost pug dog who is coming into Beloved. He's wandering by himself. Okay, fine. So we've got the people in the middle, and we've got the honey in the middle, and we've got the surrounding people. Okay, fabulous. And so I want us all now to imagine that the healing of any past hurts is available right now. That no matter how long or how severe the pain has been, no matter how broken the heart has seemed to be, there is healing right now, so that the pain is gone. And so for the people in the middle who are wanting healing, put your hands on your heart. And for the ones around, instead of having your hands like this and in blessing, have your hands like this, because you are going to take their pain away from them. And so if the people in the middle would repeat after me, I open my heart to release the pain of the past. In this place of love, I let it go. I forgive myself and the other. I replace judgment with compassion. I replace attachment with flow. And now all who surround them, please repeat after me. I receive your pain. And I transform it with my own love. We are all harmless, free, and brand new. And so now offer the people in the middle a little bit of honey. And you do this by holding that little knobby thing up so that they can swipe their finger in the flow of honey and repeat this. Take this sweetness of life and let it nourish your heart. And so take the honey and put it in your mouth. And this is your song.
I am whole and complete in God.
guardians, thank you. Thank you for holding the space for commitment, for love, and for healing. I now invite the guardians to come close so that you can actually touch someone. We don't want anybody hanging out there without somebody to grab. And so, because we are all doorways into each other's lives, I want, come close. You can touch the people in front of you too. Yeah, good. So, big old huddle. Good. The song that we are going to sing is also from Hafiz. And this is the actual verse that the song is written for. The beautiful one whom I adore has pitched his royal tent inside of you. So I will always lean my heart as close to your soul as I can.
Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can.
And so may it be that the love that was declared here today and the pain that was released make a movement in each heart to fulfill the prayer that we said at the beginning of the morning, that we are all so filled with love that that is all we feel. Blessed be. Please take a seat. Thank you. Now's the time for our tithes and offerings, so if the ushers would find their places, and I would ask that all of your gifts today just pass in the vicinity of your heart, because these hearts are wide open. And the love that comes with the offering multiplies the offering. Did you know that? So just in your heart of hearts, be grateful for something today. I'm sure there are many, many things you can be grateful for. And then put that love and gratitude into your offering, and know that all of that, the supply and the love, blesses this community and all of us. And the ushers can receive the gifts. And one more song. This offering, we bless the dear open hearts that gave this beautiful supply as it moves through our community and blesses all of us, and so it is. Amen. Okay. Oh, well, certainly worked for me. And everybody on TV, you can do the same thing. If you don't have feathers, you can draw a feather and then just hold it in your heart. And if you don't have honey, you can just get in the sugar bowl there, or the Splenda packet. You know, it all works.
In other words, try this at home.
Yeah, try that. Yeah, try it, and all of you too. So if you need more feathers, they're up here. If you need more honey, they're up. All the roses are gone, but that means all that love is recommitted. And so remember, there's lots of things to sign up for, and you can meet Reverend Hannah and I in about a half an hour across the street. Come next week for Reverend Josephine. I love you so much. And so now Sarah's going to pray us out.
The practitioners would come forward, and the other practitioners would please surround the room. These practitioners volunteer their service. They're paid professionals, normally are paid, but they volunteer today. So if you have something on your heart that still needs touching, talk to them. So join me now. I speak this prayer treatment in the first person for myself and for all of you that choose to have it for yourself. I give thanks knowing that Spirit is truly all there is, everywhere present, and that the nature of Spirit is love and law. And knowing that the love that is Spirit, we are absolutely immersed in a healing pool of that love and support and joy and ease. So we open our hearts, I open my heart to this love that is everlasting, ever present. I open my mind to release anything that is unlike that love, and to know that infinite intelligence is guiding and directing me every moment, in every way. And opening my body to the healing power of love, moving through each cell and moving out into the world through my expression. So in this loving space, I simply give thanks and wait for wonderful reports, knowing that all that I need is already on its way to me, and the solutions to all my challenges are already complete in the mind of God and revealed to me at the moment and in the way that I need it. So I accept this is done and simply wait for wonderful reports and delightful surprises, and so it is. Amen.
Let's all stand for our affirmation and closing song. Right up here with me. All that I behold is the life of God that I am dedicated to, one with, expressing as, and enveloped by. All that I love and all those I love are my divine doorways into the experience of infinite love.